Hello, and welcome back to the United Way for the 5 talking points for the Manchester United versus Chelsea game. Chelsea travelled to Old Trafford and Manchester United beat them by 2 goals to 1. 2 goals coming from Scott McTominay or Scott McTominay. 2 goals to get us the job done, and Cole Palmer got the only goal for Chelsea just before half time. So yeah, Manchester United got the job done and deservedly so. Here are the stats. So Chelsea had Manchester United had 28 shots to Chelsea's 13. United had 9 shots on target. Chelsea 3 shots on target. Possession 44% possession. Man United. Chelsea 56% possession. XG Man United 3.81 XG. Chelsea 1.67 XG. Aerial duels Manchester United 35.7. Chelsea 64.3. Passes Manchester United made 397 passes to Chelsea's 512. And both teams have a pass accuracy of 85%. But you look at the passes and you look at the pass accuracy, Manchester United's passes were a whole lot better than Chelsea's passes yesterday. The XG, spot on. Shots on target, spot on. Shots, spot on. Manchester United yesterday were... It's honestly, I'm not even going to get too carried away because I've done these shows, since the start of the season. And I've gotten carried away. And I've done them, I didn't do 5 talking point shows last season on the channel. But I've been doing this a good while now, and I try not to get too carried away. But it was that performance against Chelsea was it's probably our best performance of the season so far, and hopefully that can give the team confidence and all that good stuff. But again, let us know your thoughts on the match. Give us your player of the match, and please like, comment, and hit that subscribe button. Follow our socials, links in the description. The watch along went a bit pear-shaped yesterday due to internet issues. It worked well for pre-recorded videos, but not for live. So I'm gonna have to try and sort that for Saturday. Let's jump into the 5 talking points. And again, give us your 5 talking points for the game as always. You don't have to agree with me, my talking points. It's just talking points I think are things we should talk of, and we will save the best till last for a change. So number 1 is Hungry United. Now again, Manchester United looked so hungry yesterday. They were chasing after the ball. When we lost the ball, we were winning it back. We were just chasing after the ball. We were pressing a lot more. We looked more of a threat going forward. I mean, you look at the game against Newcastle on Saturday. I was looking at that match, I was like, is this the same Manchester United? Is this Real Madrid who just decided to put on a Man United jersey? Again, I'm obviously not that fair. Some would say if it was against a top club, a bigger club, a team with more of a threat would have beat us. But we have to win games somehow, and we won. And we should have beat Chelsea by a whole lot more yesterday. Just like the game on Saturday against Newcastle, we should have lost by more than the goal. But yeah, Chelsea's keeper kept them in the game, no doubt about it. But yeah, Manchester United, they look passionate. They look up for it. They are up for a fight. They looked ready. I predicted Manchester United lost, but I think it was like an hour or two before the match yesterday. I just got this feeling that I thought, I feel like we're going to get a result tonight. I feel like we're going to get a result, and it was a win also, and we did. We got the win, and I was happy that we got the win. When you predict the loss, I hate predicting Manchester United losses on the channel. I hate it, but sometimes you have to be honest and can't be a whole lot biased. But yeah, Manchester United yesterday, they were so hungry, and they looked hungry. They looked like they wanted to get back to winning ways, and hopefully it's a start to something good. Hopefully it's like that Liverpool game last season, where when we won, we climbed. And again, it's only Chelsea, by the way. I'm not getting brilliant win. Chelsea were favourites to beat us, right? Come to Old Trafford, Chelsea were the favourites, and rightly so at that time. But I don't think Chelsea were expecting the performance Manchester United. They looked a bit shook. We started off quick. Bruno Fernandes got the penalty, took the penalty. Unfortunately, it was saved. But we went on and we carried on. We had to show a bit of character. We have to show a bit of leadership, a bit of control. And we looked so comfortable yesterday. Again, Chelsea had their chances also, but Ten Hag made the change at half time. Brought on Reguilon, took off Lindelof. Luke Shaw drops into centre back alongside Harry Maguire. Luke Shaw, Reguilon left back, Dalot right back. No problem with that substitution. I also hadn't got a problem with Rashford being dropped. I was actually not delighted, but it was a good thing that Rashford was dropped because we looked more fluid in attack yesterday. We looked more of a threat. I mean, nearly everyone should have had a goal yesterday. Manchester United, we were a better team on the night, and hopefully we can continue that form and add on to it and improve it. Because one thing you realise with Ten Hag, we can win a game, but he wants more. Like, good is not good enough. You want to be great. You want to be you want to be exceptional. If that's the highest word we go for in performances. But yeah, now look, listen, Manchester United exceptional yesterday. They looked hungry, and well done, Manchester United. Talking point number 2, Ten Hag proves media wrong. Now we seen yesterday. Well, it was a few days after the Newcastle loss. Media are coming out saying, Ten Hag has lost 50% of the dressing room. There's certain players coming out, giving leaks in the dressing room, and it's like Ten Hag was like, I'm not having none of it. And again, I've seen it from Manchester United before. I've seen it from media. The media tried to get the manager sacked. It is what it is. I know they can say, well, I'm just saying what I'm hearing and what I was told. That's fair enough, but you might look like a bit of a fool after it. And it's media, then it goes onto social media, and then it gets out. And Ten Hag just basically went up, faced Chelsea yesterday, and basically gave everyone who was talking crap about him the 2 fingers. And again, I don't want to get carried away because we can play Bournemouth on the weekend and lose. I doubt it, but you never know. It's the way football is, right? It's a mad game. We have Bayern next week. We could go on and play crap now for the next consecutive games up until Christmas. That's fair enough. And I don't want to get too carried away. But I think after that performance against Newcastle, I know I keep going back to, but I don't think Ten Hag wants to see a performance like that again, nor the Manchester United players. But yeah, look, like I said, Manchester United, Ten Hag, he proved the media wrong. He went out there, picked a team. It was like a team that he trusts, a team that he backs, a team that he knows will get stuck in. Onana in nets, a back 4 of Shaw, then it was Lindelof, Maguire, Dalot, midfield trio of Amrabat, McTominay, and Bruno Fernandes. Garnacho on the left, Anthony on the right, and Rasmus Højlund up top. And then obviously that changed at half time with, like I said, Reguilon came on, Lindelof went off, Luke Shaw went in the centre back. That's a trustworthy team. That is a trustworthy team. And I had no problem with the team yesterday. I literally have no problem with that performance yesterday. I cannot sit here and complain. It should have been more. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, in the first half we were a bit open at the back, pace a bit slow, midfield, but that worked out in the second half. We learned ourselves, and I hope we can see that performance again and again. Because I was looking at it and I thought that, again, we are much better last season compared to last night, but it was improvement. There's no spark without a fire, and hopefully that's the spark to that fire to that fire can go up, and then we can be literally on hot form, and anyone who comes near us will get hurt. That's what we want to see. But Ten Hag, absolute legend. I back the man. I'll always back him, no matter what. But the media, you got proved wrong. Talking point number 3 is Solid Amrabat. Does that say talking point number 5? No, it doesn't. Solid Amrabat. Now again, we know his name is Sofiane Amrabat, but I thought, let's put Solid Amrabat. Amrabat yesterday looked like the player we see, looked like he was in a Moroccan jersey. Brilliant. All over the pitch. And again, this is what I'm saying. And this is what I'm sure this is what many other Manchester United fan channels are saying. He wasn't getting time to prove himself. And now he looks like he's getting time to prove himself. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Because players like Amrabat need to prove themselves, because you're getting people saying, but Amrabat's this, he's not the player, send him back, he's rubbish. He's not able for the Premier League. Look at yesterday, Chelsea, it was a Manchester United were under pressure. Not severe pressure, but under pressure. If we lose against Chelsea, God knows what happens. But we don't, luckily enough. Or gladly enough. So I look at it and I'm thinking to myself, all right, I like this. I like this Amrabat. He was all over the pitch. He was getting stuck in. I was thinking about Amrabat. He's a big lad, you know. He's strong. He has a bit of pace in him, and he gets stuck in, and he has a bit of passion because he wants to impress the manager and the fans, and I'm sure his teammates. I'm sure he wants to do that, and that remember yesterday is what we brought him in for. That's what we brought him in for, and I thought it was brilliant. Him and Scott McTominay are brilliant. And we will jump on to Scott McTominay. But I don't know what you thought of Sophie and Amrabat yesterday. He was so brilliant. He was getting stuck in, and well done, Amrabat. Talk point number 4, Anthony, much better. Anthony, again, I'm not going to sit here and say I haven't criticised the players. I've criticised Anthony. I've criticised Harry Maguire. I've criticised Scott McTominay, and I want to be proved wrong. And again, that anti-performance yesterday, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, the exception, he's going to be the next Cristiano Ronaldo or, Vinicius Jr. or, I don't know, Messi, whatever you want to describe him as, or whatever. But back to Anthony. I thought it was much better yesterday. He was pressing, he was getting stuck in, a bit of aggression, didn't do anything stupid like he always does. And I hope it's something he can improve on. He looked confident on the ball, he looked calm on the ball. He's improving in his game, and I hope he can keep it up because we know Anthony can be a good player. We all know, he knows, his teammates know, Ten Hag knows, the fans know, everyone knows. So, if he can keep that up, fingers crossed, and add on to his game, he could be a great player for Manchester United. And I'm going to take my time with him. But I thought Anthony yesterday against Chelsea was very good. Like I said, he looked confident. He was aggressive. He was getting stuck in. And he didn't do anything ridiculous. That's all Anthony has to do. And he wasn't greedy. He has to be a team player, not a one-trick pony. A team player. That's what we need from Anthony. Because we know he can be a good player. And hopefully now he can go up and up and up and up and up in his performances. Hopefully. But let's know what you thought of Anthony yesterday. I thought it was reasonably good. Like I said, I'm never going to sit here and get carried away, but much better. Much, much better. Talking point number 5. McTominay strikes again. Now again, McTominay yesterday was solid. Like I said at the start, he scored 2 goals. I mean, sometimes you can't complain when a player scores 2 goals. And again, I said here, after the Newcastle game on the 5 talking points, the Chelsea versus Manchester United preview, I criticised him. And my player of the match is Scott McTominay. There's no beating around the bush. There's a few other players you could throw in there. You could maybe throw in Anthony, Amrabat, Luke Shaw, whoever. You can do that, but McTominay was good yesterday. He was very good. He got 2 goals. I'm not going to sit here and say he was all right. He scored 2 goals. He's literally part of the reason why we won. Like, if you like it or not, he is part of the reason why Manchester United won yesterday. There's no beating around the bush. He's part of the reason why Manchester United won yesterday. So if McTominay can keep that up and don't be like, again, we always say, listen, McTominay, the reason why he's still in this team is because, you know, he's living on his goals. He can score as many goals as he wants a week, just once we get the job done and he plays well and the team plays well. I think he's a top goal scorer now, I think, Scott McTominay. So McTominay, for me, we know what he can be. I never expect much from Scott McTominay, I'm going to be honest, but he's definitely been a lot much better. He's been much better this season. I don't know what Ten Hag is feeding him, but feed it. Might as well share it around Ten Hag. But McTominay put 2 goals in the back of the net. It was all over the pitch. Could have had a hat trick. A lot of other Manchester United players yesterday had a chance. Could have been 3, 4, 5, 6-1. You know, you never know. Like I said, the midfield was a bit meh in the first half, but it was still good. Again, I couldn't complain from the first half to the very last, to the second. From the very first minute to the very last, I had no complaints whatsoever. Only that Bruno missed the penalty, but look, we went on to win the game and Bruno works his arse off. So, yeah, like I said, no complaints. I can't sit here and complain because we won. There might be a few things I wouldn't mind, but we won. It's, you know, I want to be happy. It's Christmas time, you know. It's what we have to move on. But McTominay, 2 goals, brilliant yesterday. And things about McTominay, when he gets a goal, or maybe he gets a sniff, or gets an assist, or does anything good, his confidence rises and then gets stuck in. Him and Amrabat yesterday, a rock. Solid as a rock. Brilliant for Manchester United yesterday. And Scott McTominay, like I said, he's my man of the match. he is my man of the match, like it or not. And that team again that we see, that team against Chelsea, is the exact team I'd play against Bournemouth. But I'd put Luke Shaw and Maguire as the 2 centre-back partnerships. Reguilon, Dalot or Wan-Bissaka, whatever, I don't mind. But McTominay yesterday, solid as a rock alongside the rest of the team. But that has been the Manchester United versus Chelsea, 5 talking points in the Premier League. Let us know what you thought, give us your talking points, all that good stuff. Like I said at the start, follow our socials, links in the description. And we get the 3 points. And 3 points behind Man City. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all on the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Come on, United. The Reds go marching on. See you on a bit.